Assalamu alaikum Zabist. You're watching Zab FM Digital. This is your host Fatma and you're watching BioTalk, where we delve deeper into the world of science and enlighten you about the new researches in the field. We have quite the podcast for you here today, and we have three special guests who are going to be enlightening us about blood disorders taken from the course of hematology. So without further ado, let me introduce you to Amina, Nabiha and Salman. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam.
How are you guys doing?
You're good, alhamdulillah.
Debatable.
And why is that so?
Just I've had a long day, so yeah.
Oh my
I'm
god.
excited to be here. So
And yes,
That's
we've been
great.
having too many assignments and quizzes. So
Of
yeah.
course.
lose end of
End of semester. And as like students, it is hectic this time of the year.
hectic.
So great to have you guys here, of course.
Thank you.
So why don't you guys go ahead and introduce yourself to our audience? Could you please tell your names, what semester you are in here at Zabist, and what programs are you pursuing?
Perfect. So I'll go first. My name is Amna Haq, and I'm in my 7th semester. So we're done. And so I studied biosciences, and yeah, go ahead, guys.
Great.
My name is Salman Haider and I'm pursuing biosciences degree and I'm in 6th semester.
6th semester.
And this is me, Nabiha, and my full name is Nabiha Zahra. I'm in Bioscience 6th semester.
Perfect. So this is the first podcast, the first episode where we have bioscientists in the house. That makes me so happy because I am also a bioscience student. I've been waiting for you guys to show up. So thanks again for that. And of course, जैसे मैं हर किसी से ये बात पूछती हूँ, वैसे आपसे भी पूछना चाहूँगी कि बायोसाइंस सुनने में भी थोड़ा सा खतरनाक सा लगता है. So what made you want to choose bioscience as a degree and of course your profession for the rest of your lives?
It may come off as a last resort, but it was not for me. A lot of people ask me that, was this a last resort? And I'm like, it's not, because I loved biology. Like in Pakistan, mein bada mindset hota hai कि when you want to study biology, it's all about medicine and giving
Exactly.
healthcare or something like that. That's not who I was. मुझे आप खून दिखाओ, मैं आपको इनका ही खून दिखाऊंगी. I cannot with that stuff. So, and then I heard about biosciences. I didn't even heard about it. I looked for it incessantly Pakistan mein, and then I found this, and I was just like, that makes sense. It's like studying biology and getting all the related fun information, but not having to have the responsibility of taking care of somebody else.
Exactly. Not too much people pleasing involved.
Exactly. And I'm already a huge people pleaser. I don't need the additional responsibility कि मैंने किसी को मार दिया.
Exactly. Oh my god.
So I could not do that. And plus, I just had a lot of ideas of what I wanted to do with my life, and medical and medicine just seemed too restricting. And again, I think it's unfair to pit biosciences against medicine in
Exactly.
itself. But I love biosciences. I want to do it because now that I'm older and I'm wiser, hopefully, and in my 7th semester, I want to be a genetic counselor. And it's just amazing how the prerequisites that genetic counseling, a very selective and a very complicated field, and all the prerequisites that it needs, biosciences has it all aligned, which is obviously something Zabist has
Perfect.
done very well. Yeah.
So a
that's
genetic counselor. That's
Yeah.
my first time even hearing somebody say they wish to be a genetic counselor. That's very interesting. So Salman and Nabiha, would you like to add something to it? Of course, कुछ तो सोच के लिया होगा bioscience.
I'll be very honest. I wanted to go for MBBS, but
Okay.
then I was unable to secure admission in a medical college. So then I ended up in biosciences. I found it really interesting, and I didn't want to go for BDS or physiotherapy and all. So I found this a much better option.
So this was a better alternative for you, of
Yes.
course. तो आपको अच्छा लग रहा है अभी तक? आप 6th semester में हैं, of
I
course.
feel-
काफी अच्छा खासा
Yes,
ऐसा
I
हो गया
feel
है.
बहुत ज़्यादा इसमें options हैं आगे further to pursue our masters or PhDs in different fields, because it's not really saturated. So I think it's a really good
Any
field.
field you're interested in right now? Obviously काफी जल्दी ये सवाल आ रहा है, आप सिर्फ 6th semester में हैं, लेकिन कोई ऐसी field where you like, okay, I might see myself doing my masters in this.
It keeps on changing. Initially, I was interested in nutrition. But then later, I'm getting interested in hospital management.
Oh wow.
So yes, maybe I pursue my master's degree in hospital management.
If you
Okay.
can be a doctor, control a doctor.
Control a doctor. Oh my god, that's like the best thing I've heard all day. Salman, anything you would like to add?
It's the same. तो यही हुआ कि मैं मेडिकल में जाना था तो उसमें नहीं हुआ, तो इस वजह से बायोसाइंस में ले लिया. अब ये काफ़ी इंटरेस्टिंग लग रहा है. आगे बहुत सी चीज़ें हैं कि एक्सप्लोर करने के लिए.
परफेक्ट. तो अच्छा खासा अरसा ज़ेबिस में भी गुजर चुका है सबका. So how is your experience so far in Zebist as a student and in Zebist as an institution? कोई मजे की कुछ चीजें हुई हों कभी साथ, या obviously you can talk about people you've met here. काफी universities का होता है कि अच्छे लोग नहीं मिलते. So how has your experience been so far?
I feel it's good. मतलब जितना मैंने सुना है बाकी लोगों से, Zabist is not overburdenizing the students. Like we have one class a day, mostly. Sometimes we also have 2 classes a day, but I think it's fine, and we can manage jobs along with it. So I feel it's a good institution.
So you feel like the curriculum, the way it's been
Curriculum, the
set,
faculty,
अच्छा
everything
है.
is really nice. Yeah.
That's very nice. Exactly. So obviously is this your first podcast activity?
Yeah,
Yes.
definitely.
How's everyone feeling right now? What's the emotions?
I think it's good.
It's good?
Something new.
Exactly. It's a new activity for you. So anyways, when we were talking about Zebist, how has your student life have been? So anything memorable that even when you graduate, you're like, ये मेरे साथ Zebist में हुआ था. किसी के साथ कोई ऐसे experiences कभी हुए हैं?
I've been able to utilize what Zabist has taught me and take it further. Like Zabist has a thing about it where you can build up on what you're taught. So you're able to apply it to different places, and it's just no matter what you say, there's a lot of exposure. I think that's because it's a university or something. But the thing that I'm going to take away, other than my internships and everything, is the fact that I went away on an exchange semester to the US.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
very interesting.
Yeah, it was fun. It was an experience. So this was during my junior year, so 5th semester. And I think what I'm going to take away from it is how helpful the entire faculty was with sending me away. You get me?
Great.
So there was like so many procedures to it. There were so many problems to it. But then everybody was so supportive of the entire fact. And adjustment of the credit hours, courses, वगैरह. And then when I went away, it was fun. Everybody has checked in since I've come back, so it was it's kind of
Very
something to
interesting.
remember.
Such a new experience for you to experience an entirely new education system.
Yes.
And how different was it from here in Pakistan?
So while we focus a lot on the curriculum itself, so we'll have 6 like lectures at the end of the semester to study and memorize, and then just have this huge full-fledged exam. वहाँ पे ऐसा नहीं था. वहाँ पे ऐसा था कि वो exhausting इस तरह था कि मेरा हर week क्विज हो रहा था.
Oh.
Yeah, so you have to be on your toes constantly. But comparatively, I found it way easier. And the American people way dumber. Do not mention that. Do not mention that.
Well, it's now in the podcast.
They were so dumb. They were so dumb.
Really?
They were
I
so
thought it was
dumb.
just a stereotype.
No.
Oh my god.
This is America. Land of the eagle, and that's all they have going on. Barbecue. That's it.
I think
I
because
know
it
them
could just
very
be like the
closely.
people around you maybe. Did you like chat with other people and try to
Yeah.
explore और कैसे लोग हैं?
Yes, I roamed out a lot. I went to a lot of places, and मेरा जो campus था, so I went to West Virginia University. It's
Okay.
Okay, I'll give it that. It's a classically redneck area, and it's very underpopulated. But this was a college town, so these are all college-going kids.
Okay.
And I didn't see like a person above 30 for a while. But then I went to Pittsburgh. And वहाँ में भी लोग more or less ऐसे ही थे. The one thing that they have going on is they know how to communicate. And by communicating, they know how to network.
Exactly. I
They
think that
go
is
around
something.
the room introducing themselves. like
Yes.
this. And I'll be in the corner like somebody comes.
They don't feel awkward doing it at all. They're
Yes.
like, this is something that's part of being a student here.
Exactly.
You're supposed to communicate. You're supposed to network. ये I think something है. This is something के बच्चों को यहाँ पे भी लेके आना चाहिए. There's nothing awkward in going up to somebody, even your
Exactly.
seniors. You should go
Exactly.
and introduce yourself. That doesn't really happen here, of course. So that was very interesting. Thank you, Amna. Anything you guys would like to add? Any part-time jobs or anything you've been doing
Yes,
other
I've
than just
been
study?
closely related to Americans as well. I have worked as a Walmart customer service representative.
really?
Yes, for like 4 months this year only, recently. And I've been into teaching a lot. I've worked at Habib Public School and different O-levels
Wow.
institutions as a teacher, physics teacher and chemistry
Oh
teacher.
my
yes.
God, physics and chemistry.
Yeah.
You look like somebody I would have loved to be taught by. Oh my God, such a pretty teacher.
Thank
So, where did you teach again?
Habib Public School, grade 6 and 7, and I have worked at JS, it's General Education
Okay,
System.
okay.
It's an O-level and A-level institute. I have worked there as a chemistry and physics teacher.
So, how was your experience? Of course, from and when was this? When you were a student
This was
yourself?
last year.
Last
Yeah,
year,
this
of
was
course, a
last year.
student yourself. How were you able to manage a job, a full-fledged job, and then your studies, of course?
Again, I would like to mention what Amna said, that Zabist really, cooperated in this case.
I just love the feel of teaching, and the fact that you have that experience. I mean, choti si age mein, that's also something commendable, of course.
I've been into teaching a lot. I'm not done with teaching. I just don't
So no
want to
teaching in the
teach.
future?
No, not at all.
Nothing.
It was just part time.
Okay, perfect. So you did enjoy it though.
Yeah, I did, of course.
Okay. Okay, so basically that was such a lovely conversation. It was nice to get to know all of you.
Likewise.
And of course, now moving on to the actual topic of the podcast, blood disorders. So can you tell me about these blood disorders or any blood disorders that we're talking about today?
So first, well, I'll talk about erythrocytosis, which is the increased red blood cells levels in the blood, which causes the blood to be thickened, and it can cause clotting in the blood.
Okay, so the next one that I'd like to add is polycythemia vera. So that is more related to cancer, and there's like this increased number of red blood cells, white blood cells, and platelets. So just you have a lot going on in your blood. So I think I can explain the effects and what goes on later. Uske alawa, what we have is
The next one is anemia, which is I think the most heard one, in which
Exactly,
the
very
red bloods-
commonly known.
very commonly found. So in that, the red blood count greatly reduces, including the hemoglobin level, which reduces, as well as the packed cell volume. Now, what is a packed cell volume? Packed cell volume is basically the ratio of total red blood cells to whole blood. So the percentage should be around 39 to 49% in men, and 33 to 43 in women. But if the percentage reduces from this for packed cell volume, that it indicates anemia. As well as for the red blood cell count, the normal red blood cell count is around 4.5 million to 5.9 million and 3.5 millions for women. So if again the red blood cell count decreases from this minimum value, so it results in anemia.
Perfect. So when I heard you talk about a little about polycythemia vera, so in talking about polycythemia vera, is that in erythrocytes the same?
no. So there's like a huge difference between the two. So erythrocytes is an increase in just the red blood cells, right? And that is not related to your stem cells. So for emphasis, stem cells are the ones that can divide and they can form any of the cells in the body. But polycythemia vera is something that impacts the stem cells. So what happens is that they start dividing numerically. So what that results in is an increase in your platelets, increase in your white blood cells, and an increase in your red blood cells. And as we say, ज़्यादती किसी चीज़ की भी अच्छी नहीं होती है.
सही बात.
So उसके फिर negative effects आते हैं काफ़ी ज़्यादा. And it's indicative of cancer. So it can be a type of blood cancer.
Okay, it can also transgress into a blood cancer.
Yes.
Perfect. So when we're also talking about Anabiha, if I'm coming back to you, when we're talking about CBC reports, there are certain remarks at the bottom. Could you explain to the audience what that is?
Basically, if you see the remarks, it has two words. The first one says either normocytic, microcytic, or macrocytic. The second one says either hyperchromic, hypochromic, or normochromic. Now, what actually that means is, even when I used to have a CBC report, so I used to look at it, what does that mean? So basically, cytic means it's the size of the red blood cell. So if it states normocytic, it means that the red blood cell size is normal. If
Okay.
it says it's microcytic, which means that the red blood cell size has been reduced, and if it says macrocytic, it means that the red blood cell size has been decreased. And similarly, if you talk about the other word that is there, which has chromic in it, it refers to the color of the red blood cells, which is closely associated with the hemoglobin levels. So if it's hypochromic, it means that the color is lighter, which means technically that hemoglobin levels are not much. And then if we talk about normochromic, which means the hemoglobin levels are normal, and hyperchromic, that's which means that the hemoglobin levels are much greater than how it should be. Now, if we talk about hypochromic, which is like hemoglobin levels get reduced. So it's basically due to iron deficiency anemia, because hemoglobin, of course, closely associated with iron. So iron containing compound hota hai hemoglobin. So if iron is not present in sufficient amounts, so the hemoglobin ultimately will get reduced, which will lead to hypochromic conditions.
Perfect. That was actually very informative for
Yeah.
anybody who get their CBC done from now on. They'll be able to understand what the report actually is trying to tell them. Perfect. So we also kind of discussed anemia a little bit and how it is the most commonly known blood disorder. So what are the different types of anemia?
Okay, so there's this hemolytic anemia. So it's in the name. So hemo means blood, and lytic means breakdown, right? So hemolytic, what it basically stands for is that your red blood cells just start breaking down faster than your body can replace it. Now, obviously, this is like a normal process in your body. All your cells have to die at one point. After living their normal lifespan, they'll die, they'll deplete. However, due to multiple reasons, I'll explain those later, what happens is that your blood cells start dying off faster than your body can replace them. So this results in anemia, obviously. तो जाहिर है जब बन नहीं पा रहे, मर जल्दी रहे हैं, तो जो total overall level होता है red blood cells and obviously hemoglobin in your body, that reduces. Now, why this might happen? This might happen because of mechanical injuries. So you may know कि जो runners होते हैं, long distance runners होते हैं, you might have seen कि at the end of the races, marathons वगैरह, their feet are bleeding.
Yeah.
Yes. So not only is that just bleeding, जो वो impact होता है ना बार बार उनका, उसकी वजह से उनके red blood cells also start hemolyzing. So that is something that can happen due to mechanical injury or due to a genetic disorder. Like something in your something happens in your genes that causes your red blood cells just not want to live longer. They become suicidal and just. And what else?
That was an interesting way to explain it.
I don't want to do this anymore. And the last one is that just the boundary that holds your cell together, the membrane. It might not retain its structure and strength, so that just causes them to collapse and die. So that is hemolytic anemia.
Hemolytic anemia. So that was very informative. Definitely hemolytic anemia आप समझ आ रहा है. Are there any other types?
Yeah, definitely we do have them. One is erythroblastosis fetalis, and that's also a very common one. Even हम भी उससे affect हो सकते थे, but luckily नहीं हुए. So basically what happens is that we have heard of blood groups. A positive blood group है, B positive है, A negative है, B negative है. So now what exactly it depends on? There is a factor in our body which is known as Rh factor. If that factor is present, it states that the blood group is positive. For example, if my blood group is B positive, so which means that I have Rh factor as well as the B antigens. Okay, so similarly, if Amna has A negative, which means that the Rh factor is not present. Now, what happens is that, for example, a couple got married, the father has B positive whereas the mother has B negative, which means that the father has Rh antigen whereas the mother does not have Rh antigen. Now, when the mother gets pregnant and the child is also, B positive as similar to the father, so the Rh antigen will move to the fetus. Now, during delivery, if the antigens of Rh antigens enters the mother's body, mother's blood. So now the mother's body will generate antibodies against it because of course it's foreign for the mother's blood. So now the antibodies are generated. The mother does not gets affected through it because the antibodies are generated. Now if the mother gets pregnant for the second time and another baby comes in with B positive blood once again. So now what will happen is that the antibodies that were generated from the previous pregnancy against those Rh antigens, they will enter again the fetus to the baby who is having B positive blood, and now what will happen is that the antibodies will work against the baby's actual fetus. So that causes basically erythroblastosis fetalis. Moreover, we also have megaloblastic anemia. In megaloblastic anemia, what happens is that in our body, we have a factor which is known as an intrinsic factor, which is responsible for reabsorption of vitamin B12 from our gastrointestinal tract. Now, what is vitamin B12? We eat foods, we have vitamin B12 in it, and vitamin B12 is responsible for RBC maturation. Okay. So basically, it's very closely, बहुत ज़्यादा depend करता है on vitamin B12. RBC की जो maturation है, it depends on vitamin B12 a lot. So अगर vitamin B12 body में present नहीं है, तो RBCs mature नहीं होंगे. RBCs mature नहीं होंगे, properly function नहीं करेंगे. So what happens in megaloblastic anemia is that वो जो factor है which absorbs the vitamin B12 from gastrointestinal tract, it is absent, it is not in sufficient quantity. That's the reason vitamin B12 is not reabsorbed from the gastrointestinal tract, and ultimately the RBCs do not get matured. So these were very important two types of anemia. Further, Salman would explain.
Moving towards sickle cell anemia. Sickle cell anemia is a type of blood disorder which is genetically inherited in a person. So normally a normal person have red blood cells which are round, cylindrical in shape, and which allows them to move into the blood easily and they can be carried out easily, and they can carry oxygen as well. So in sickle cell anemia, the person who is having sickle cell anemia, their red blood cells get sickle shaped and also sticky and rigid, so which makes the blood flow to stop, which can simultaneously cause the blood flow to stop, and then there will be no transport of the blood.
There's another which is sickle cell anemia. Sickle cell it's in the name actually. Sickle वो आपने देखा होगा कि पाकिस्तान में तो ज़ाहिर एग्रीकल्चर कंट्री है, तो उसमें फार्मर्स होते हैं, उनके हाथ में एक मून शेप से स्ट्रक्चर होता है, एक जिससे वो काटते हैं. मुझे अपनी तो उर्दू में क्या कहते हैं
मुझे भी नहीं पता.
एग्जैक्टली, बट इंग्लिश में उसको हम सिकल कहते हैं.
Moon shape.
जी जी.
ऐसा होता है. तो सिकल सेल का हमने नाम हासिल किया है. सो व्हाट रियली हैपेंस इज कि रेड ब्लड सेल्स को टू बी एबल टू परफॉर्म दैट फंक्शन, दे हैव टू बी सर्कुलर, दे हैव टू परफेक्टली राउंड. क्यूटी बेबीज होते हैं, दे जस्ट फ्लो अराउंड योर बॉडी, देयर सप्लाइंग ब्लड एंड ऑक्सीजन टू योर टिश्यूज एंड ऑर्गन्स एंड एवरीथिंग. लेकिन सिकल सेल में इट्स अ जेनेटिक डिसऑर्डर, ठीक है. उसमें क्या होता है कि जो स्ट्रक्चर होता है ना आरबीसी का, इट्स नॉट एबल टू होल्ड इटसेल्फ, क्योंकि उसकी सॉलिबिलिटी कम हो जाती है. उससे क्या होता है कि इन स्ट्रेस सिचुएशंस, फॉर एग्जांपल यूर पैंटिंग, जैसे यू केम इन एंड यू वर पैंटिंग. So if somebody was running and they had sickle cell, what would actually happen is as soon as oxygen की saturation low होगी, उनके जो blood cells हैं उनकी भी जो solubility है वो कम हो जाएगी. So उससे क्या होगा कि वो अपना shape maintain नहीं कर पाएंगे एकदम करके. जैसे वो नहीं होती आपकी बॉल होती है आपके हाथ में, प्लास्टिक बॉल्स होती हैं,
squishy balls, yeah.
and this go up to, so it's going to form like a sickle shape,
Okay.
a moon shape. And what happens is कि जब उसका structure ही वो नहीं रहा red blood cell का, so it's not able to perform its function. ठीक है. और उससे ज़्यादा क्या होगा कि उसकी फाइन ब्लड वेसल्स होती है ना, उन्हें जाकर ब्लॉक कर देता है.
ठीक है ठीक है.
So not only will it not be able to provide blood, बल्कि जाके ब्लड को ब्लॉक भी कर देता है.
Okay.
So this can bring on like pain के spasms आपकी टांगों में, बाजुओं में, just anywhere where blood flow stops. Moreover, this can be like triggered by dehydration, stress, when you go like somewhere that's a high altitude. So yeah, that's sickle cell anemia.
Perfect. So are these all the types of anemia?
Yes, we also do have thalassemia and
Yes, thalassemia is also a genetic disorder in which there is a lack of production of hemoglobin because the alpha chain and the beta chains are affected from genetically, which cannot make hemoglobin. So ability reduce हो जाएगी to carry oxygen, which will eventually make the shortening of breath. जो लंग्स के अंदर सेल ऑक्सीजन नहीं जा पाएगा और बाकी सेल्स के अंदर ऑक्सीजन नहीं जा पाएगा तो एनर्जी भी नहीं बना पाएंगे, तो इसकी वजह से फटीग कॉज होता है. तो थैलेसीमिया में अब दो टाइप के होते हैं, एक अल्फा थैलेसीमिया एंड बीटा थैलेसीमिया, एंड विच अल्फा थैलेसीमिया में अल्फा चेन ग्लोबुलिन चेन अफेक्ट हो रही होती है और बीटा थैलेसीमिया में बीटा चेन अफेक्ट हो रही होती है.
परफेक्ट. सो काफ़ी ज़्यादा ब्लड डिसऑर्डर्स के बारे में हमने बात की है, एंड द वन थिंग कॉमन ऑफ कोर्स इज कि रेड ब्लड सेल्स पे कोई ना कोई इफेक्ट ज़रूर आता है. तो रेड ब्लड सेल्स जो है उनका लाइफ स्पैन क्या होता है?
इट्स बिटवीन 90 to 120 days.
90 to 120 days. और उसके बाद वो खुद ही
they
डिस्ट्रॉय
die
हो
off.
जाते हैं.
Yes, yeah.
They're destroyed in the spleen.
They're destroyed in the spleen. Perfect. So when we're actually talking about blood disorders, कौन सी इस तरह की सेल्फ केयर प्रैक्टिसेस है या लाइफस्टाइल चेंजेस है जिसकी वजह से आप उसे मैनेज कर सकते हैं?
Exercise. So the more you exercise, the more red blood cells your body produces, क्योंकि आपकी ऑक्सीजन की रिक्वायरमेंट बढ़ जाती है. To compensate for that, you'll produce more red blood cells, and that will just be like your defense mechanism against developing any of these. A lot of these are congenital and they're genetic, but the ones like for example iron वगैरह का, so for that you can take iron supplements. Just be on top of your diet. Make sure that you're taking in all the food groups and all the minerals that you need. Take in some good fish. Eat organs. I mean, those are not the best. Kabhi kabar kha lena is like really good for you. I think Nabia has more to add.
Just for I mentioned the vitamin B12 deficiency
Yes,
or
yes.
anemia. So if we will have vitamin B12 rich foods, so it will greatly help in preventing us from megaloblastic anemia. Moreover, smoking बहुत बड़ा reason है to cause cancers and everything. Similarly, blood related disorders भी बहुत closely associated with smoking. So if you quit smoking, if you quit alcohol, this would greatly help. Manage your sleep, healthy lifestyle basically होगा तो it would really help.
Water is everywhere out there. Skin problems, water.
Yeah.
Weight problems, water. Of course, and you talked about smoking. That is also something the youth right now needs to understand,
Exactly.
that how bad it could be for their health. सिर्फ लंग कैंसर
Definitely.
नहीं होता, देयर सो मेनी डिफरेंट कॉम्प्लिकेशंस जो स्मोकिंग कॉज कर सकती है, जैसे आपने बताया ब्लड डिसऑर्डर्स हो जाते हैं. So basically, we talked about different types of blood disorders. You were so great. You explained thalassemia, polycythemia vera. We talked about sickle cell anemia, and of course, this was a great discussion. And you guys brought in so much information for the entire audience. I think this was some of this was quite new for me. Erythroblastosis fetalis. Oh my God, I remember it. Of course, that is something new for me. I've heard of it before. You explained it so well. And of course, thank you so much. This was such an informative session. And if there are any parting comments you'd like to leave the audience with?
Just thank you so much for
Just
having
thank you.
us, and we would like to thank Ms. Arusa for
Ms.
giving
Arusa.
us this
Definitely.
opportunity. You know, it was the first time, and it was a great experience with you, and as well as Ms. Arusa as well. So yeah, we had a good time.
Thank you so much. I had a great time with all of you. Thank you so much again for coming. And thank you to the audience for watching today's podcast. We had a lot of fun. I am sure you learned a lot too. If you have any feedback, leave it at feedback@zabfm.org. Or if you don't have the time for that, drop a comment down in the comment box. Thank you so much for watching again. This is your host Fatma signing off from Zab FM.